Hello again, everybody. It is a beautiful day outside, so naturally I'm sat inside opening football shirts. So not only do we have the actual shirt to open, we have an additional little bit of something to open at the end. So stay tuned for all that. Today we're going to be opening a parcel which I dropped a little hint in the previous video. It is another Italian team, and depending on what sort of thumbnail and title I use, you probably already know who it is. So let's open up the package, see what we get, and then we'll go into detail about the shirt and the club itself. It is from Classic Football Shirts, and we have Del Piero, which is kind of funny because obviously it is an Italian club, and of course he's wearing the Italian national team there. Though the club he played for were kind of a bit of a rival to the club that I have. So obviously we have the usual bump. Get rid of the package itself. Da, da, da. There is the rear. Nothing there that's really useful. That one, maybe definitely suggests that it's a medium on the front, which is good. Let's open up this thing. Get rid of that. Get rid of all of this. Wow. And this. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Okay then, so as always, we have the rear. Nothing too crazy going on there, though it does have the club name. And then the front. It is, of course, Torino, the Italian football team. And first thing first, before I even go into it, it feels really weird. It feels like on the shoulders, like it's kind of like velvet, but I don't know really how to explain it. I don't think I've ever felt a football shirt like this. It almost feels like it's just cotton, which is weird. If anybody else has this shirt, let me know. It is currently, well, I can't really say it's the current season because it's finished. It's the 2020-21 home shirt. Classic football shirts have the home, the away, and the third. So, you know, if you're interested in getting a Torino shirt, I'd go for it. But this feels really weird. Like, you wouldn't expect it on a football shirt, but that's different. That's kind of cool. So, as always, I will dress the mannequin, and I will return with some knowledge. That was easy, wasn't it? Okay then, guys. So that was really easy to dress that guy with the slightly elasticated cotton styling of material. So, as mentioned before, it is the 2020 home shirt, and I purchased this for the lovely price of £24.99. Now, I've seen plenty of Torino shirts over the sort of last 3 or 4 years that have dropped, you know, in price, and they've usually reached like £40, £35, but that wasn't quite cheap enough for me to take the hit and buy one. Whereas I feel £24.99 is a great price for a shirt that is kind of really, really lovely. I mean, yes, you have quite a number of sponsors, which for some people kind of is annoying. I think maybe if you get rid of the Beretta shirt as a sponsor and just have the Suzuki in the front, it might look a little bit better. But for me personally, I think it works quite well. If you are still not too keen on spending £25 on this style of football shirt, they also offer what is known as the basic version, which is ultimately really not that much different to what this one is. So the difference between the basic and what is like a match version, which this one is, the match version is a slim fit. Though looking at it, it doesn't feel like it's a slim fit. There is definitely a lot of give. So the other one is a regular fit. Apparently this logo is meant to feel a little bit different. I don't know what styling the basic one is, but it's probably something different. And then on the apparently this is made out of sort of somewhat recycled fibers. I don't know why the basic one isn't, and also if it's recycled, surely it should be cheaper, but whatever. And then on the tag, the authentication thing at the bottom, this one is rubberized, whereas the basic one is like a fabric. And then I think on this version, There's the ventilation under the arms, and I'm not certain if that's present on the basic. But that's kind of it, really. I don't really think there's anything else to say. So it really just comes down to, how do you like your shirts? If you want a little bit more give, get the basic version. The basic version is for sale for £18, which, I mean, that's a great price for something that's really just not that much different. I know if you were to buy them in Italy, for instance, it would cost you like €80 for this one and like €40 for the basic. So I know what I'd be doing if I was living in Italy anyway. But for the sake of an extra £8 or whatever it was, £7, I went for this one. So Torino are known as Il Granata, which is the maroons, and of course that is the colour of the shirt. I don't think I've got too many shirts that are quite that shade. I've got a few that are very similar, but I think this one is quite distinct in that respect, so that's kind of nice. And then there are a few features on this shirt which I can point out. On the back, it just simply has the name and the year the club was founded. Pretty standard feature. And then, of course, running down the side is this wonderful sort of, I suppose it's like a debossing, because it's kind of into the material of Il Toro, which is the bull. Of course, that is their nickname, and the bull is obviously prominent in the club crest. And then on the inside of the collar, which is obviously something you can't see now because of the mannequin, there is the saying, which is Granata e una seconda pelle, which is something like maroon is a secondary skin colour, which I think is quite a nice little saying, sort of suggesting, they'll be wearing these shirts as as often as they wear their sort of regular skin. So I do quite like that. That's a nice little touch. But yeah, honestly, just for the sake of just wanting to have this weird style of material, I would advise you to buy this shirt. This is the best time to have a Torino shirt. All of them are for sale. I think they still have all of the sizes available. So there really isn't any excuse not to buy one. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Slowly my Italian collection is growing ever larger. I still have a few of the bigger teams to get, and then a few smaller ones, and Serie A should then be completed. One thing that I did notice once I'd finished filming was that for the tags, they actually have seemingly added a little tag itself, whereby they've put the manufacturing tags through it. So I believe if you were obviously wanting to remove these, you would just cut off this white bit here, and the tags that were attached have not gone anywhere near the material itself and doesn't damage the shirt. Anyway, let's jump into this little other additional bonus content. So, this was sent to me by friend of the channel, Jake. Jake is somebody who has an Instagram account. He is a football shirt collector himself, and I believe he also sells them occasionally. He watches the videos, so hello. And we speak on Instagram, sort of, casually going back and forth. A lot of it's to do with football shirts, but it can just be football in general. And he dropped me a message saying, "Hey, I just won this football print, but I'm a Manchester United fan, and the theme is Chelsea, so I don't think it would look too great in my house. Would you be interested in me sending it to you?" So, of course, yes, Chelsea fan, I will take anything that's Chelsea, send it my way. He was like, "Well, I work at the Royal Mail, so I can pull a few strings and I'll get it sent across to you." So, I'm not going to turn down an offer like that, and it obviously has arrived. So, let's open it up and see what it is. I've seen what it is online, a digital version of it, so I'm quite excited to have it in person. Hopefully it's not totally bent, which I don't think it is. In fact, let's just double check there's nothing else in there. No, very good. But there we go. It is a print of the Champions League goal-scoring winner, Kai Havertz. If you haven't forgotten, Chelsea are the Champions League winners, of course. Jake is a Manchester United fan, so maybe he was, worried that he might be tempted to become a Chelsea fan if he saw this hanging in a room somewhere. A little bit of inspiration. But I think that's amazing. Now, it looks like it's done by somebody called Shirt Footy. Obviously, I didn't win the competition or anything, so I can't vouch for them specifically, but I think that looks pretty cool. I'm not 100% certain if it was hand-drawn, but it kind of looks like it was, or maybe sort of computer-generated. But either way, it's really talented and looks really good. So I'm going to find a place to put it in here somewhere, add it to the ever-growing list of Chelsea stuff and lovely stuff from people who are generous to send things my way. But again, thank you, Jake, for that. That's really good of you. And that's kind of it, really. That's my shirt and that's my little print. Next video, big shirt. Well, it's medium. Big club. Really nice. It's it's one that's been a long time coming, and I'm finally glad that I can open it. And then following that, I have some even better shirts possibly coming. So yeah, it's gonna be a good few weeks. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for getting to the end if you have, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.